too. We're back at the shack with Arnie today, and we're glad to see you. Gonna have a good time too, 'cause we're back at the shack, back at the shack, back at the shack with you.
Shack in Peru. Episode 3.
G'day, and welcome back to our Peru adventure. Today we are heading south of Lima to the desert region. Lots of interesting things to see there too. Just watch this.
Huacatina is a beautiful oasis, located in the middle of some sand dunes in the desert area south of Lima, near Ica. This is where we're staying. It's an oasis in the middle of the desert. Yeah, pretty cool. Woohoo! An oasis is a fertile spot in the desert where water is found. In the Bible, in Exodus 15:27, it says the Israelites travelled onto the oasis of Elim, where they found 12 springs and 70 palm trees. They camped there beside the water. After you have been in the dry desert and you find an oasis, it is a very welcome and refreshing sight.
0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, it's right.
Hola, Shane.
Hola, Pedro.
What are you doing?
Just practicing my numbers in Spanish.
Oh, great. How are you going with it?
I get a little bit stuck. Want to get down to 7?
Oh, we'll come back to that and practice it in a moment. Do you remember how we say hello in Spanish?
Hola.
Well done. Do you remember how we ask, how are you?
¿Cómo estás?
Fantastic. And what about when we say, I'm fine, thank you?
Bien, gracias.
Wow, fantastic. You're getting this really quick.
Woo.
How about we try those numbers again?
Okay.
English and then Spanish. 0,
0,
1,
1,
2,
2,
3,
3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6,
All right, we're ready? 7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10.
10.
Fantastic.
Am I getting better?
We say bravo.
Bravo!
Bravo.
Bravo!
That means well done. You're doing amazing. All right, I think it's time to learn something new today.
Oh, cool.
What's your favorite day of the week?
Probably Wednesday,
Why is that?
because it's the middle of the week.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's learn the days of the week in Spanish.
Okay.
So let's start with Sunday. We say domingo.
Oh, Domingo,
That's right.
like a flamingo.
It's like a flamingo. Let's say that again. Domingo.
Domingo.
Then we have Monday. Monday is lunes.
Oh, lunes.
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 That's good. Tuesday is martes.
Oh, martes.
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 Your favorite day Wednesday is, this is a tricky one, miércoles.
Miércoles.
That's great. Let's try that again. Miércoles.
Miércoles.
Next, we've got Thursday, and it's a bit tricky at the start. We say jueves.
Jueves.
That's it.
Jueves.
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 And then we've got Friday. Friday is viernes.
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 And then finally, we've got Saturday. And Saturday is said sábado.
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 Oh, that's great, Shane. You're doing really well. Well, it's time to go now. Adios, Shane.
Hasta luego, Pedro. We'll see you later.
See ya.
We're out in the desert at the moment, and I'm just about to go on a buggy ride, and I'm so excited. Gonna be cool. Come along with me. Come on. The driver started the buggy, and we were off. racing up and down the sand dunes. I was having such a good time, I forgot that my orange phone was in my pocket. When we hit a big bump, it fell out of the buggy and onto the sand. Our driver kindly ran back and got it for me. I put it in a really safe spot this time. I tell you, it's really good out here in the buggies, racing around in the sand. Here we go, driving along on the sand. It's really good fun. Oh, look out! That was a steep one. Woo! Oh yeah! Now we're just driving along. Having a good time.
G'day there, boys and girls. I'm in the reserve called Paracas. It's in Peru, and I found these fossil shells in the ground. They're really fascinating, and a perfect example of the flood in the Bible. You remember the story of the flood, how the earth was covered with water? Well, here's the fossil shells. Really great. Fascinating to see. Have a look. You can see all the detail still on the shells after many years of being in the desert. The shells have turned into rocks. That's what fossils are. Fantastic.
Hi everyone! Hola amigos! Welcome back to Get Active with PJ. We're gonna have another fun workout. It's always good to stay fit and active. We're gonna do some bend and tucks and then some jumping jacks. Here we go! Bend your knees and lift your arms. Bend your knees and lift your arms. There we go. That's the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bend and tuck. Well done, boys and girls. Whew. Now we're going to do jumping jacks. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! This is so much fun! Are you keeping up, boys and girls? We're having a great time here. Make sure you exercise every day, boys and girls. Woo! I gotta go, boys and girls. See you next time. Bye. Adios.
Black, negro, blue, azul, brown, café, green, verde, orange, naranja, purple, morado, red, rojo, white, blanco, yellow, amarillo, pink, rosa. Down near the water, we noticed hundreds of birds. As we approached, it was a spectacular sight to see them all taking off in flight. They have amazing navigation systems, flying around, not crashing into each other, and successfully landing again. These birds are royal terns. They are a large seabird which migrate to Peru to escape the cold winter weather in America. I really enjoyed watching these beautiful birds. They are sensational. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. I found a pile of rocks holding up a sign in the desert, and it reminded me of stories in the Bible about altars. In the Bible, after a significant event had happened, they used to build an altar, kind of like this one, to remind them what God had done. They used to pile up rocks on top of each other and make a big altar, probably bigger than this one. When God had parted the Jordan River for the Israelites to cross, they built 12 altars, one for each tribe, by piling up rocks. In this way, they marked and remembered God's faithfulness to them. If you look behind me, you can see it's pretty desolate. I can just imagine in my mind the children of Israel walking through the desert. Can you? God is still faithful to us today. Make sure you find a way to record and remember significant events in your life.
Jesus is always faithful. I am going to record some of the amazing ways He shows me that He loves me too. I think one good way is to write it down in a journal so you can look back later to read and recall how God is faithful. This song, All of Me, is about how Jesus has done so much for us, we can give back to Him. I don't want to hold back. I want to give Jesus my heart today.
All of me. Don't wanna hold back. Take everything. Jesus, you've done so much for me. Want you to take all of me. All of me. Don't wanna hold back. Take everything. Jesus, you've done so much for me. Want you to take all of me. Todo, Señor. Yo quiero darte todo mi ser. Cristo, tú has dado todo por mí. Quiero darte todo, Señor. Todo, Señor. Yo quiero darte todo mi ser. Cristo, tú has dado todo por mí. Quiero darte todo, Señor. All of me. Don't wanna hold back. Take everything. Jesus, you've done so much for me. Want you to take all of me. Todo, Señor. Yo quiero darte todo mi ser. Cristo, tú has dado todo por mí. Quiero darte todo, Señor. Jesus, you've done so much for me. Want you to take all of me. Quiero darte todo, Señor.
The Ballestas Islands are a group of rocky islands located off the Pacific coast of Peru near the town of Paraglider, 3 hours south of Lima. We went on a boat trip so we could see the marine life living there. The first big birds we saw were the Peruvian pelicans. These birds eat a lot of fish. I love the way they fly just above the water. There were some fishing boats in the area, so the pelicans and some cormorants were hanging around to see if they could get a free feed. Don't pelicans have big beaks? They use them for fishing. Look over there. There's some fishermen. The birds are flocking in to find some free fish. There's hundreds of them. Look at this boat. It must be heavy because they are having a bit of trouble lifting it in. Reminds me of the story in the Bible when the disciples were out fishing all night and didn't catch any fish. Jesus told them to cast their nets on the other side of the boat, and then they caught so many fish they could hardly get them into the boat. And look at that, there's heaps of fish in that net. No wonder the birds are hanging around. They've got a great catch today. We headed towards an island where the sea lions were. Sea lions are mammals. The male is called a bull and the female a cow. The males grow to twice the size of the females. They are able to hold their breath under the water for up to 20 minutes. They are able to walk on their 4 flippers. They are excellent swimmers. They eat lots of different sorts of fish. It was pretty rocky in the boat, so we took some photos of the sea lions. They are pretty big animals. There are also lots of birds on the rocky islands. Colonies of cormorants. These birds dive into the water to catch their fish. The Peruvian booby is a seabird which also feeds in groups. I love the trip to Ballestas Islands.
Yeah, just driving around Paraglider Reserve, which is in Peru, and found this excellent lookout. Check it out, isn't it a great view? On one side you can see the Pacific Ocean. So if you keep travelling right across that ocean, you will eventually get to Australia. It's about 15,000 kilometres away. And if you look the other way, you can see the desert. Not much water and not many plants growing out in the desert. Everything is pretty dry and barren.
Sunday, Domingo, Monday, Lunes, Tuesday, Martes, Wednesday, Miércoles, Thursday, Jueves, Friday, Viernes, Saturday, Sábado.
Many years ago, these 2 land formations were joined together with a big archway underneath. But a large earthquake hit and it came crashing down into the water. Just shows you how powerful nature can be sometimes. Here's a photo of what it used to look like. It was called the cathedral. And this is what it looks like today. You can certainly see the impact that the 2007 earthquake had. It is still a pretty spectacular rock formation though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
We've been standing here watching beautiful birds flying over the ocean. But just now, I can see a man flying his paraglider. We're pretty clever, aren't we? Yeah. I can't wait until we get to heaven and we can fly without paragliders there. Yeah, look at him just hanging there in the air, looking for an updraft in the wind to take him up higher. See the bird flying near him? It just did a flyby. Yeah, they're both just floating in the air. Pretty good, eh? The bird gliding. And the paraglider gliding. Yeah, he's coming down lower. Towards the beach. Now it looks like he's getting ready to land. Yep, there he goes, down on the beach. We found out that this man was an Australian.
I found a cactus in the desert. A cactus is a plant that grows where the soil is dry, sandy or rocky. A cactus doesn't have leaves like other plants. It has spines or thorns. These plants are very good at conserving water in dry periods. God has created the perfect plant for desert conditions. Sensational! I'm at the beach at Ballestas Reserve, and they've got a lot of black sand, not white sand. Pretty interesting. Of course, they've still got waves. Looks like a good place to surf. Should have bought my surfboard. As we were leaving the desert town, I was really impressed to see these soldiers, both men and women, up early and training. We stopped the car so we could take a picture of them. What a great way to stay healthy and fit. To make choices, decide what we do. Our actions have impact, so take care what you choose. But there's a way of knowing where you're going. That's to have Jesus as your guide. We all have to make choices, decide what we do. Our actions have impact, so take care what you choose. But there's a way of knowing where you're going. That's to have Jesus as your guide. We all have to make choices,
Elegir un camino.
decide what we do.
Decidir qué hacer.
Our actions have impact,
Lo que hacemos importa.
so take care what you choose.
Piensa bien qué hacer.
But there's a way of knowing where you're going. That's to have Jesus as your guide.
Pero hay una forma, la mejor respuesta es dejar a Cristo decidir. Elegir un camino, decidir qué hacer. Lo que hacemos importa, piensa bien qué hacer. Pero hay una
That's to have Jesus as your guide.
Pero hay una forma, la mejor respuesta es dejar a Cristo decidir.
That's to
dejar
have
a
Jesus
Cristo
as your
decidir.
guide. Wow, we saw so many things in the desert region of Peru. From the oasis in the desert, all the bird life, sea lions, paraglider, so many things. Being in the desert reminded me of lots of stories from the Bible and the children of Israel. I really loved seeing the fishermen catching all those fish and thinking about what it would have been like when Jesus was with his disciples. Anyway, the adventure is not over yet. You should see where we are heading to next in Peru. Make sure you catch the next part of our adventure.
We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We'll be looking out for you. We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We're gonna have a good time too. We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We'll be looking out for you. We'll see you back at the shack with Arnie again. We're gonna have a good time too. We'll be looking out for you. When we're back at the shack, back at the shack, back at the shack.